Some love stories don't just happen, they consume you. Today, we're counting down 5 steamy romances where passion crosses every boundary, obsession takes over, and desire refuses to play by the rules. From forbidden neighbors to love triangles no one saw coming, these are the connections too intense to look away from. Get ready, because things are about to get complicated. Let's get into it. Kicking off with number 5, Beauty from Pain 2025. She came to Australia to heal a broken heart, never expecting to lose it all over again. This is Beauty from Pain, an emotional, sun-soaked story about vulnerability, desire, and the risk of loving someone who's terrified to be loved back. Laurelyn is an aspiring musician from Nashville, still reeling from a devastating heartbreak when she and her best friend Addison decide to escape to Australia for 3 months. It's meant to be a chance to breathe, to rebuild, to forget. Instead, on one unforgettable night out, a mysterious, magnetic man named Jack Henry sees her singing, and everything changes. Jack is wealthy, guarded, and used to getting exactly what he wants. He pursues Laurelyn relentlessly, eventually proposing something bold, a no-strings romance for the time she has left in the country.
A reality.
What does he do?
Number 4, Resisting Roots 2022. She built her entire life around responsibility. He built his around never staying still. Then fate put them in the same room. This is Resisting Roots, a heartfelt, tension-filled story about love finding its way between 2 people who swore they didn't have room for it. At just 24, Genevieve Harper has already sacrificed her own dreams to raise her 2 younger siblings after a tragic accident took their parents. Every choice she makes is calculated, careful, and centered around keeping her family stable. Love isn't part of the plan, because love, to Genevieve, feels like a risk she simply cannot afford. Then Trent Fox walks into her world. A talented baseball player known just as much for his charm off the field as his skill on it, Trent shows up at the yoga studio where Genevieve works, recovering from an injury and completely unprepared for the instant, undeniable pull he feels toward her. Trent has never been the settling down type, and Genevieve doesn't have time for a man who isn't either. Number 3, Wallbanger 2024. What happens when the walls between strangers turn out to be way too thin? This is Wallbanger, a hilarious, steamy story about unexpected chemistry, wildly awkward first impressions, and the connection nobody saw coming. Caroline is a talented interior designer starting fresh in San Francisco, finally settling into what seems like the perfect apartment. New city, new beginning, new sense of independence. There's just one problem, her neighbor.
Story. It's more of a, how should I put it?
Number 2, Driven 2022. One charity auction, one impossible attraction, and one man determined to have exactly what he wants. This is Driven, a passionate, high-stakes story about desire, trauma, and the terrifying vulnerability of letting someone in. Riley Thomas has built her life around helping others, running a nonprofit dedicated to giving orphaned boys the sense of belonging she understands all too well. Guarded and fiercely independent, Riley has spent years keeping her walls up, shaped by wounds from her past that she refuses to revisit. Love isn't something she's chasing, and vulnerability is something she actively avoids. Then Colton Donovan sees her at one of her own charity events, and nothing about his interest is subtle. Wealthy, magnetic, and used to getting what he wants, Colton doesn't just admire Riley from afar. He bids on a charity auction just for the chance to take her on a single date. When Riley reluctantly agrees, their connection ignites instantly, pulling both of them into something far more intense than either expected. But as their chemistry deepens, so does the fear buried beneath Riley's confident exterior. Old trauma resurfaces, forcing her to retreat, just as Colton starts breaking down the walls she spent years building. Number 1, Double Lover 2017. She sought healing from a stranger and found herself falling into a mystery no one warned her about. This is Double Lover, a hypnotic, unsettling French thriller about identity, obsession, and the terrifying truth hidden behind the man she loves. Chloe is a fragile, disenchanted young woman in Paris, haunted by unexplained physical pain that doctors can't seem to diagnose. Desperate for answers, she's referred to Paul, a calm and attentive psychoanalyst whose quiet understanding slowly draws her in. What begins as therapy quickly becomes something far more intimate, and before long, Chloe finds herself falling completely in love with the one person meant to simply listen. Convinced this connection is the healing she's been searching for, Chloe moves in with Paul, ready to build a life together. But peace doesn't last. A chance encounter on the street reveals something Paul never told her. A secret so unsettling it unravels everything she thought she understood about him. As Chloe pulls at the threads of Paul's hidden past,